Periods. Periods. Let's get out of the way. Periods is a thing for all people who have vaginas. And I'm not going to say that all girls, because that's leaving some other people out. And I'm just saying periods for people who have vaginas. Because if you have a vagina, you most likely have a period. So let's talk about periods and what we can use and what we can talk about. Period. There's a stigma behind periods, and I don't like that. There shouldn't be a stigma around periods because periods are a natural thing and you have to get over it, because guess what? It's gonna be there until we go through menopause, when we don't have a period anymore, which means we can't have boy boos anymore. Get over the stigma. That's the thing that people are working on. Ingrid Nielsen, Lacey Green, Hannah Whitten, Melanie Murphy, you know what you're doing. I'm only a 15-year-old who aspires to be something as cool as you. So now, 15-year-old talking about periods, I'm pulling up this. And a typical 15-year-old would use this. If you're a starter with a period, this is what you use. So this is a typical pad. See, I don't use pads anymore, so like I have a full box of them. But I'll tell you what I use now after. But like, this is how you open a pad. Super noisy. Don't know why. Then you have a pad like this. And so you peel the pad off and you put it into your underwear. And it should like be like the smallest part to the front, the biggest part to the back. So this is an underwear, right? So there is a body, this line and this line. That is where you put the pad and you stick it on like so. So then you take the little thing off in the middle, you fold it over the back of the underwear so it stays that way. Then you go for how many hours until it's full, then you take it out, like just pull it out, you roll it, and you could roll it with toilet paper, but there's another thing, if you open another one, you can just, that's how you use a pad. Okay, on to the next period thing that you could use. Some people would dive straight into tampons. It took me about 2 years after I got my period to start using them, because there's this stigma around tampons, like you have to not be a virgin to use them and whatever. And I'm just like, okay. So then I watched a few videos between those years. People are like, you don't need to not be a virgin to use tampons. You can use a tampon whatever the fuck you want. Doesn't matter. If I were you, start out with a small tampon, blah blah, things like that. These are both plastic tampons, but they both come in different packaging. But let me show you. So let me open this. So you just open it like regular packaging. Then you have this. This might look scary, but it's fine. So if it comes short like this, you have to pull it out. So this can it's this one. It's already fully out like this. That's why it's so big. These ones are good because like if you're traveling, you sort of like a sneaky little one. This is it. This is a tampon. So to do with a tampon, if you don't know what to do with a tampon, I'm not gonna show you because frankly that would be child nudity. Let's just say this is your vagina. So to insert a tampon, I would put it at an angle, don't put it straight up. So you take the tampon and you insert this whole front part into your vagina. So right? So then once it's in there, you push this out, right? And then you pull this plastic part out, and then you have this floating in you. Now on to the next thing, which is less common. And I've started using this, which I actually really like this thing. And I've seen people talk about this for a long time. And the first time I ever heard somebody talking about this was, I think, Emma Blackery. She talked about it, and she said, she actually talked about like how you like insert it and stuff. And if you don't know this is a menstrual cup, but the one that I specifically have is a Diva cup because it's the only one that you can buy in stores. And my mom wanted to physically see the object before she actually bought it for me. This is what a menstrual cup looks like. This is what the Diva cup looks like. It has little nib on the bottom that is very stretchy. It has little ribs so you can grip it when you pull it out. And basically, this goes in you like a tampon, and you can either fold, insert, and it pops open in you, like pop open in you, and like since it's like silicone, it like molds to your vagina, and the blood is collected, and then you pull it out, you dump it out, rinse it, and then put it back in you, and that's it. It's a lot less dangerous than tampons, because tampons have a thing called toxic shock syndrome, and I don't know what that is specifically, but that is a syndrome that you get if you have a tampon in you for a really long period of time, which is like past 8 hours. But I don't know anybody who would have a tampon in them for 8 hours, because personally with tampons and me, they don't work out too well, because after a while it starts hurting. I don't know why, but I feel like it doesn't hurt, but it stings. So I feel like the chemicals in the tampon itself isn't good, unless you have the organic ones that are just compressed cotton, which is really good, I guess. But I haven't tried those, so I moved on to this because I hate pads with all my might. They make me so uncomfortable. They make me not want to leave the house. Pad, and they make me feel uncomfortable, and that's why I don't like them. And as I just told you, tampons, I start hurting, well, not hurting, stinging after a few hours. So I'm good like for a few hours. But with this is a freaking miracle. Once it's in you, you cannot feel it at all. You cannot feel it in you at all. It's beautiful, and you find out how much you bleed in a day. But these things can fill up to all the way to the rim, and these can stay in you for 12 hours. Can't get any like infection or anything with using these if they're taken care of properly, and you wash them and you sanitize them. And all you need to do to sanitize this is to boil it, which is really simple. That is the things that you can use. And now I'm going to talk to you about an important thing, keeping track of your period. Because if you keep track of your period, you can know if there's something wrong, or if you're pregnant, but like me, that's not gonna happen. Virgin Mary. You need to track your period. And to track your period, you can either have like a straight up calendar and like put a little red check mark on the bottom whenever you have the days you have your period, which is what I do. But I also do another thing, which is track my period through an app. This is not sponsored. This is actually not sponsored because I'm not big enough on YouTube to have a sponsor. What I have is Flow. Hopefully you can see that. It's a little purple app with a feather on it, and you just tap it, and you can choose to whether it has a lock on it or not. So it unlocks, and it just has a calendar, and every day you can input stuff. And if you start your period today, you click the little start period thing. According to this app, I am 1 day late for my period. But I have a fairly irregular-ish period, so it's never preferably trackable, but I still do it anyway, so I know-ish when it comes. And it also shows you your ovulations day, which I find really weird but cool. So then if you click the little plus, it has little things for the day. Today's the 10th of July, so I already inputted my sleeping hours. And it's like, how are you? And then you just put the little thing, like today I'm feeling neutral, so I'm gonna click neutral, and a little check mark, and then put log systems. So far today, I have my boobs are sore, so I'm gonna put tender breasts, and I have acne, so I'm gonna put acne. And then you can put notes, or you can add other things, just contraceptives and like things that you're supposed to take, and it can remind you to do that stuff. So this every morning at 9 a.m. wakes me up and reminds me to put down how much I slept, which if I go to sleep at like 2, like I usually do, it's not that good, but that's basically what this is, and it's really cool. And all you need to do in the beginning is you tell it what day you started your period and how long your period usually lasts. And then every day you just log in your stuff, and it can be tedious if you forget some days, but it's fine if you forget some days, it's cool. But that's a really cool app that you can use. So that has been my video about periods, and there's more to talk about periods, like there's a big taxing on them and everything like that, but this is just the simple stuff that I want to talk about, periods. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's gonna take me forever to edit. I hope this was educational for you, and I'll see ya next time I feel like uploading.